Hello, welcome to Lakers Live post-game show presented by the Ultimate Sports Show. Lakers getting the win. Series is tied 1-1, 109, 102. Medina, oh my goodness. What a game.
What a game.
What a game, what a game. It was incredible. It was typical Lakers here. Letting them tie the game. Um, I think the Lakers should always have it. It just kind of shows that they have a fourth quarter closeout lineup, and it works. And everybody that says their closing lineup should always be AD at the five, they are 100% correct. I like Marc Gasol. Don't get me wrong; he played in the game, but also the fact is, just he's not exactly what we need for closeout situations. The defense, there is parts that the Lakers need to work on,
Mhm.
and that's the inside because Ayton got his way. When Drummond came out of the game and or Davis was not in the center, Ayton was having his way against Gasol. Ayton was getting lobs. It was kind of ridiculous at one point, but um, Medina, they listened to us. We got the free throws down. We shot better, but still, we still can't have lackadaisical moments where we just don't have score a basket in like 4 minutes of without scoring a basket here. We got it done. Got to clean some things up, and I think things are looking in the right direction for us.
Yeah, we pretty much called everything today. I wish Manny was here because
I
he'd be
know.
so hyped right now. But I just want to start off by saying what a game from the very first minute. I mean, from 80's flagrant foul to the last moment of the game.
Yes.
I mean, that was not a great start, obviously, but you know what? He came out tonight and he dominated just like we knew he would. I mean, I said he was gonna have 40 points. He came close to it. He had 34 points, 10 rebounds. I did predict that. Double digits right there. That's what I wanted to see. 7 assists, and he shot 2 for 4 in the 3 point line. Not terrible. He did a great, and we saw a lot of aggressiveness from him tonight too. And I'm just really happy because we would not have won this game without that aggressive side from AD, and not just from him but from Drummond too. Like he had a terrific game as well. I mean, he had 15 points, he had 12 rebounds as well, and he shot 7 for 11. He Drummond just looked different this game, Aaron. The one time we don't pick him as a player to watch, he
Yeah.
comes out and he beasts it. I feel like maybe we're bad luck. Maybe I'm just being superstitious, but maybe we shouldn't pick him as a player to watch anymore. Because I feel like every time we don't, he ends up like just having such a great game. I mean, I love that he was rebounding the ball. I love that he was just getting in the paint and just making sure that ball went in. Like, I loved the way Drummond played tonight. Like, that's why we picked him up, and he showed that to us tonight. And I just hope that it's just something that stays consistent with him, and especially within the playoffs. I mean, of course, the King also had a great game himself. 23 points, 9 assists. He had 4 rebounds, but it's okay. He shot 4 for 9 from the 3 point line. Not
Yeah.
terrible, not terrible. And shout out to Dennis Schroeder for also showing up tonight. Everyone that I feel like had a terrible game last game, they all came through tonight. And they it's like they listened to our pregame show, Aaron, and they were like, you know what? They're right. We got to step it up. What can we do better? Playoff mode
Yeah.
activated. Dennis Schroeder came out with 24 points tonight, and he had 3 rebounds with 3 assists, and he shot 2 for 4 from the 3 point line. I'm not complaining. I mean,
Me
the way
either.
Schroeder was playing tonight, every time he had the ball in his hand, he made sure it went in. Yes, agreed. Must-win game for the Lakers. They won. They won the second game. We all knew it was going to happen. We knew the
Oh yeah.
Lakers were hungry for this win tonight, and I wouldn't be surprised if they came out winning the next 3 games as well. Just because we know the Lakers are capable of doing that, and we've shown that many times that we can blow out the Suns if we really want to. But the way we played tonight, I mean, up until like that last quarter where we almost lost the game, or
Yeah.
we tied it up.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, typical fourth quarter Lakers. But you know what? At the end, LeBron came in clutch. AD came in clutch. Um, One person that I do want to say that I am disappointed in Aaron is Kuzma. He only had two
Yeah.
points and one rebound. He played for 20 minutes. He had one assist. He only played for 20 minutes. I don't know what's up with Kuzma. I don't know what's up with Kuzma in the playoffs, especially, but I just expect more from him at this point, and I'm really disappointed with the way he came out and played tonight. And I need to see more from that guy. And I have not been seeing it. It's just been inconsistent with him. I'm not sure what's going on with him. Like the first moment he comes out to play, I know he got a foul right away, and it's not Kuzma, and we know Kuzma can do better. I feel like if Manny was here, he'd know all the right bashing words to say about him nicely and kindly, but I'm just gonna say here and tell you, I'm disappointed
Yeah.
in Kuzma. He could have played better, but I mean, there's other players to mention as well, but I'll let you talk about Gasol because I know he's your guy, Aaron. So I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
touch up on that too.
Yeah. It's one of those where Gasol was I thought he played better. I thought he was good. I thought, he had his moments though. I mean, we can get into this where he says like, or I should say everybody is saying that, oh well, Gasol, 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 Gasol. But honestly, he when he's active, when he's out there, he's great and he plays terrific. Um, and also, the fact is that he makes a difference when he's there for the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not, when he's not rebounding and when he's not shooting, most people are gonna say, "Well, what's going on?" Like, what's going on with his shooting? What's going on with this? What's going on with that? Um, you know, you pick and choose. That's kind of how I see things. Is that either you're gonna have Gasol come in the game. When he comes in the game, you're also gonna see the side of him where he's not gonna be a traditional big anymore. It's more of a, hey, I'm gonna stay outside, kind of stay out there, not so
Mm-hmm.
much. And you can't do that. That's the thing. That's where it's like, I get it. Like we were all saying, like, let's play Gasol. We were all saying that, Manny, you and I, let Gasol get out there. But then it's Vogel has to figure out what times can I use him. If DeAndre Ayton isn't in the game, if he's not playing out there in the game, absolutely go ahead, let him get out there. But if Ayton's out there, we can't use him because Gasol just doesn't have it against him. He's gotten beat. He's just doesn't look like he doesn't look like he's completely locked in guarding him, and he likes to hang out too far outside. And he can't guard these smaller bigs. He can't guard them because a lot of them are crafty, kind of like Anthony Davis, where they can move it around. So honestly, I think now, okay, you're gonna give Marcus all minutes. He didn't let us. He didn't let us down. He did. He got 6 points. Okay, he got 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Did something. Just needs to find the right spots to use him. I feel like. I feel like he's very productive when they have a small line. When the Lakers go small, because they want to counteract with what Phoenix is doing. Go ahead, use him. But in these cases, if Aiton's out there, you got to put in Drummond and Davis. Obviously, that kind of got all mixed up because of
Mm-hmm.
Davis's foul issues.
Yeah, tell me about it. That was a little scary there in the first quarter when AD
Yeah,
had his first two fouls, especially that flagrant foul. But I agree. I as much as I do admit that Gasol. I wanted to see Gasol out there. I think we just need to find the right place and the right time for him. And just because Drummond was having such a great game, I feel like having Gasol's presence was probably not as needed tonight. But it was nice to see
yeah,
him there, and it was nice to see him play. I'm surprised Montrez didn't play, but then again, that's probably where Gasol's minutes came from. So I think Vogel's just kind of playing around with the rotations right now and trying to figure out what's best and how to proceed for game three and who to, have come off the bench and everything. But I mean, that's the player stat. Oh, also Caruso, he had 4 points and he had one rebound. He played almost 20 minutes, but even though Caruso didn't have the best game ever, he was terrific on defense tonight. So I'm glad he contributed in some way. Unlike some other players on our team that we've already discussed, at least
Yeah.
Caruso always comes out and he contributes to the team's winning some way somehow, which is why I don't ever have anything bad to say about Caruso, honestly. He's always a consistent team player, and that's what I love about him. But to get into the other stats, Aaron,
Yeah.
we shot 45% from the field goal. We had 45%, yes, and then we shot 10 for 33 at the 3-point line. Still not a good stat that I like to see. I don't know
No.
why we still continue to shoot so many threes and we're cold with them and we still continue to try and make those threes. I mean, lucky for us though, the Suns were not having a great 3-point shooting game either. They shot 8 for 26. So we both had 30% from the 3-point line. But I'm really happy about the free throw shooting. I mean, I would have been happy with 75% or anything above that, but Lakers shot 87% from the free throw line. And that was great to see because, like I
Yeah.
said, for my keys to the game, free throws is a must in the playoffs. Every point counts at this point, and you can't miss those shots right now, especially like at the end of the game when you get fouled and you're so close to being tied or the other team coming to take the lead. You got to make those free throw shots because they make all the difference in the world. We know that. I'm happy with our rebounds, 39 rebounds. The shout out again to Drummond and AD for having a terrific rebounding game. And we only have 9 turnovers, Aaron. Only
I
9.
know.
We gotta pop the champagne bottle right now because Lakers had less than 10 turnovers tonight. That is like bigger than a win for me right now because I have not seen that stat in so long where they had less than 10 turnovers. Oh my God. I'm so happy. And I'm so proud of us and how the way we played, especially that first quarter.
Yeah.
I think we managed to get the Suns to get 6 turnovers because of the way we kept deflecting the ball from them. The way like the way we played tonight, that's the Lakers that we wanted to see. That's the Lakers we wanted to see come out and play and win the game. And overall, I'm happy with that. And there could have been obviously some better plays, definitely some improvements for next game, but overall I'm just happy we won and I'm happy we had a good game for the most part.
Oh yeah. Obviously, people have been mentioning. Obviously, I'm sure people are. KCP is gonna have his moments, and you know what? Unfortunately, he did. Felt bad for the guy.
Yeah.
He's been shooting, I think, 40% from three. It's his highest it's been in a long time. You're just gonna have a game where, you just don't have it. The Lakers, obviously, we know is they struggle from the three. And the nice thing you pointed out as well is so did Phoenix. So I feel like once Phoenix knew they weren't going in down. Also, the biggest thing I know, Manny also shout out to always Manny. Couldn't make it on the post game show due to the time difference, but he's always missed. He was mentioning in the pregame show today about containing Booker. Now, except for the fourth quarter, giving up only about 31 points to Booker, I call that a big deal. And we almost honestly, the end of the game, though, the last few foul calls that Booker got were ridiculous. I mean, flat out ridiculous. Like he didn't even touch him. That was total. It was totally what we call as a James Harden foul. And they just kept giving it to him, and I thought, okay, hey, we're gonna hold them under 100 points, but you know what? Whatever, it was what it was. He really shouldn't have an extra 6 points, but you know what? We did a good job containing him.
We did.
I think there's some adjustments that need to be made. Obviously, you could tell something's not right with Chris Paul. He only had 6 points in the game. I think it's his shoulder that's bothering him. I think he's just not feeling right. Um, he's a big piece to that team. So if he's not scoring the ball for them, that's a big guy that normally they rely on. So, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he keeps playing. But the real story from Phoenix is their bench. Cameron Payne was shooting out of his mind, Medina. As soon
I
as he tied the
know.
game, I said, "You got to be kidding me!" And I was just kind of saying, "Oh no, here we go again." But the Lakers said, "Look, we got to make adjustments. Let's bring out our lineup. Let's make some defensive adjustments." They put AD out there. They pulled Marcus All. They pulled out some guys, and we put in out there, as like I would like to say, is our closing lineup that's going to get it done. We played suffocating defense. We were switching. We were not letting Aiton touch the ball. They were being aggressive in the rebounds. Thanks to Drummond. Thanks to Davis for stepping up. Big time rebounds that they got, and obviously we can't leave out LeBron. Um, Clutch shots, man. I mean,
The king.
the king. They don't call him the king, and they don't call him fourth quarter guy for a reason, because he took the after he made that little fadeaway shot and then made those fadeaway threes. I said, "Here we go. It's time. It's time. It's your moment, man. You're gonna make these shots. Make these shots." And then it was LeBron and AD, and then it was LeBron and AD, and then them making transition baskets. So, when this team gets rolling, I feel like we're great. We're unstoppable. We're
Mhm.
suffocating. We show why we are the number one defensive team, but you just got to be more consistent.
Yeah, especially right now, the playoffs. We don't want to sleep on any quarter. We don't. We need a stronger closeout in the fourth quarter. We cannot let these teams come back because, I mean, we played tremendous tonight, but we also got so lucky that they didn't come back and win that game, Aaron, because they were so close to it. But thankfully, for some reason, the Lakers just start to play a little better. Well, their defense gets a lot better under pressure, that's for sure, because that's when you see
Yeah.
them lock it up. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful that LeBron came in clutch and AD came in clutch those last few minutes. I'm glad that Drummond had a terrific game. You did mention KCP earlier, and I do want to touch on that too. I forgot to mention him earlier. I mean, if I'm gonna bash on Kuzma, I gotta bash on KCP. And
All right.
I mean, I don't want to, because I know what KCP is capable of doing, and we saw him play in the playoffs last year. I'm not sure why he's having a cold game. I mean, 0 points. That's unacceptable. You're a starter. You have 31 minutes that you're playing, and you only have 4 rebounds and 4 fouls. That's not good. We need better from KCP. We need him to be our 3 point shooting guy when we're just down. Or I mean, KCP, Kuzma, Markeith Morris, like these are our guys to step it up at the 3 point line for us whenever they're out. And if they're all having cold streaks, like that's not good for us, because we do need some 3 point shooters out there for us too. But and if you can't do that much, at least like I said earlier today too in the pregame, if you can't make a shot, find another way to contribute to the game. Drive the ball in, have some assists, something, so that you're not just standing out there having this cold game. And we need to rely on these players. They need to be more consistent. This is playoff time. This is not season games anymore, and this is
Yeah.
not a time to sleep. Every game counts. Every player, the way they play, it affects our overall game. And if we're gonna have cold games from Kuzma and KCP and all of them, it's not going to end well for us, because when our big guys sit out, we need these other guys to step it up for us, and we need to rely on them. And so far, I haven't really seen much reliance on them. I mean, Horton Tucker didn't play that long today. He only played 6 minutes, but I'm not sure why. I feel like he's kind of proven himself to be out there a little bit longer, but I mean, he's still he's still a bench player. He's still his beginning years, so I guess I understand that like we can't put him out there as much. But I feel like he has proven himself to earn more minutes for the playoff games. But that's just my opinion. I feel like he's a
Yeah.
great player, and I feel like he should have some more minutes. But I think right now we're just kind of testing the waters to see what works best for us. And whatever we did tonight, I just hope we continue that and we work with that and just make some improvements so we can win the next 3 games. I mean, real that's talking unrealistically, but who knows? It can happen. We've seen them do it before. They might come out and win three more games in a row. I'd be happy if we'd all be happy, and then we can move on to the next round and be at peace with ourselves.
Yes, I think the biggest thing with the Lakers is trying to find at peace when you're watching a game.
Oh yeah,
Honestly, though, I got to give Manny credit as well. Manny said, this is gonna feel like a 7-game series. It really does.
it
Um,
does. Yeah.
Phoenix came crawling back. The Lakers, obviously, though, let them back in that game. That's the biggest thing I think we got to look at when it comes to the next game. They're gonna look over this tape. They're not satisfied with the way they played because they know they got away with some stuff, and they're lucky Chris Paul didn't have has a sore shoulder bothering him that's causing him just not to be well. So I think a lot of the pressure was put on Booker today and Ayton to try and make the Lakers pay. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, as we know, Thursday, game number 3, series tied 1-1. Game starts at 7 p.m., which means it'll be Lakers live pregame show 6:30, same time it was today on the West Coast, and 9:30 on the East Coast. And you know what? It should be exciting. I mean, this game felt like a Game 7 atmosphere, and honestly, it's gonna feel so much more exciting at Staples Center.
Oh
And you know
yeah.
what? I think we're gonna have all fans there, so it'll be nice to not see cardboard cutouts, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, we don't need cardboard cutouts
No,
to make it seem like we got fans. We got real fans there, and
we got.
that's the great thing about our team. And I'm so happy that LeBron and AD get to have a playoff game finally at home. They deserve it, and I hope they both have a great game for that reason.
Yeah,
It's
me
gonna be
too.
awesome to see.
That's gonna do it for us for Lakers Live post game show presented by the Ultimate Sports Show. For Manny, Medina, and myself, I'm Aaron. Guys, thank you everybody for the comments. Thank you guys all for supporting the show. Also, for those of you that are on Instagram and haven't followed us yet, tune in Instagram, the Ultimate Sports Show, as well as our Facebook pages and YouTube and Twitch. We are all on platforms and our Twitter accounts as well. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys, and we will talk to you on Thursday. Take care, guys.
Peace.